when I wake up in the morning, like, as soon as I walk to the 39 bus to come to school, I look to the left, I see another abandoned building. That was a business, and that was just nothing. You know what I mean? And nobody ever tried to do anything, or they just let it sit there, and then they just literally let it rot. But it was a home. You know what I mean? It was a good business and stuff like that, and it may have had some history. And for something to be shattered like that, it like kind of breaks my heart because it seems like nobody ever cares in the world anymore. Nobody ever like stops and think like, well, what could this have been? You know what I mean? Like, what can they do to try and change it? Nobody thinks like that anymore. They just worried about getting this, that, and the other, and just worried about themselves. But we're living somewhat in a selfish world. That abandoned building shows one wrong. And then another wrong is people that's just slanging on the streets, helping other people ruin their lives. And nobody ever realizes that because every day I just think, every time I see that, I say, okay, they do what they have to do and everything like that for their family or whatever their situation is. Some people enjoy it, some people don't. But I see, like, what are you doing because of the fact that it could ruin your community. You know what I mean? Like, if you give it to them, right, and they go home and stick that needle in their arm, what do you think is going to happen? Their family members is going to feel terrible. That's somebody's father, that's somebody's mother, that's somebody's sister, that's somebody's uncle, and then they end up dead because you helped them, and you don't have that nothing about that in your guilty conscience. It's hurtful because of the fact that we all have a voice, we all have our own ways that we can actually help each other, but we just don't.